Good morning, art buddies, and welcome to Bricolage with Pink Girly. I'm just sitting here fussing around with my desk, and I looked up, and my little notice said showtime. So I don't know if I'm late. I'm looking at my clock. I only have it's 1 after. Good morning, Jacqueline. So hopefully you haven't been sitting too long waiting for me to go live with Pink Girly. Okay, so I had some really cool happy mail. So I want to show you that because I'm very excited. And then I'm going to use some of it today to make a tag or two. So I know my thumbnail looks like a fabric tag. So I'm probably not going to do a fabric tag, but they were just so cute. I had to use them. So I didn't use the paper tag. So forgive me if it's a little misleading. Art buddies. So yesterday, my husband's cousin came and his wife for dinner. We had them come and have dinner with us. So we had a nice visit, but I didn't get back to my desk to get some things cleaned up. So I did pull some supplies and put them in my little work tray. So I have that ready. So I'm really kind of ready to go. But I don't want to start showing my goodies until a couple more folks start popping in. Good morning, Brenda. How are you? Nice to see you. Yes, Jacqueline has a meeting, so she's going to be a turkey lurkey for a little bit. That's cool. And let's see, I'm still cleaning off a few things off of my desk here, trying to get a little organized. I am a messy crafter. I've been painting gourds the last couple of days. So I've had paint everywhere and my gourds, I thought I had them all painted and there was one left on the floor. So I quickly painted that yesterday. And then I dropped all my stencils and we have a puppy. And whatever I don't find, puppy finds. So I have a couple of chewed stencils. Good thing she's cute. That's what we used to say about my son. Good thing he's cute. Okay, so the first happy mail that I received, I guess it was the end of last week, maybe over the weekend. Might have been over the weekend. Doesn't really matter, right? Was from Peggy. Peggy Fitzmaurice. I don't know if Peggy's going to be here. I know she said she was visiting her brother, but I don't remember when she said she was going. So this is from Peggy. Let's see. I'm going to move this bundle off to the side. Let's see if I can do this without having an avalanche for a few minutes. Oh, that's another piece of goodie stuff. So Peggy had said a little while ago I was using some fabric. And she said, "Oh, I like that fabric." So I sent her, I have so much of it. I sent her a strip of it, and look what she did. She sent it back, and she made me a little pouch. I guess that's a bead. Look, isn't that cool? And then she did a little, see, I got to put this in one of my journals. She made me a little birdhouse. It's got a little note on the back, which is so, I know, she's so clever. So let me get it unzipped here. And then, of course, she put stuff inside. But look, she even lined it. Now get a load of this. Get a load of this, kids. Bits and bobs. I love that. Bits and bobs. So look, we got that. And look at this one. Words. She's there. Hi, Peggy. I'm showing my goodies from you. Look. Isn't that so cool? Look, guys, I'm going to use some of these today, or at least a couple, I hope. Look, there's so many words. Look, it's loaded. Oh, look at these down the bottom. Look. Look, she cut them all out. Oh, aren't they super? So I've got that. And then look at my bits and bobs. Look. All kinds of goodies. Peggy, thank you so very much. Look. I love it. Look at this. Peggy, and you'll see Jacqueline too, are very gracious. I don't know if I would part with some of the stuff that they send me that they part with. Jacqueline says I could live in there. I know, right? Look, oh, look at that. Look how beautiful that is. You see a sparkly one down here. A little paper clip, a really cool bead. Look at that. I have to put that on a bracelet. More sparklies. Look. This is a cool paper clip. I don't think I've ever seen one. Oh, it looks like a little handbag. Oh, it's like a... Oh, look, I've never seen that kind. It's, what do they call them, a bulldog or a binder clip? But it's like naked. I know, my screen keeps jumping. I don't know how to figure that out. I put my ring light on, and that seemed to make it worse. So I turned that back off. Look, see, I didn't really dig in here. I waited till I showed you guys. I didn't really dig in here. Look at those. I guess they're paper clips too. Cool. We got a milk coin down there. Oh, Peggy, thank you so, so much. Look, a dragonfly. That reminds me of our dear Holly. She loved dragonflies. Little wings. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh, thanks. Yeah, new color nail. Look, isn't that delicious? Oh my goodness. I never saw a key like that before either. Oh man. Beautiful. And then yesterday, I got a package from Jacqueline Lovely. So, okay, this is stuff so full. I might have to leave this tin sitting on my desk because I love that bits and bobs phraseology there. Oh my gosh. Thank you, thank you. I want to leave this out because I want to use some of these. Let's put that there so I can look at it. Coolio, coolio. All right, now let's move my other stack of goodies over. So Jacqueline sent me a package. I knew this one was coming, but she stuffed it. So we had fun going through this yesterday. Peggy said one person's junk is another person's for sure. For sure. So Jacqueline, as many of you know, loves to dye paper. She makes journals and does a lot of different things. And she just started and launched her website. So if you're not following Jacqueline, maybe follow her on Instagram because she will upload little reels there and you can see some stuff that she's been working on. And I think she also has, if you check her Instagram, you can probably go back. There's the grid you can find where everything that somebody's posted is there, and you can see the launch of her website. So this is what she sent me. She's currently in a zine swap. I think that's Dee Dee Willingham and Janet Young, I believe, are doing a swap. And so this is her entry. Am I allowed to show this, I guess? I don't know. Should I show this? Jacqueline is new to zines, and I have a little zine collection. So this is going to go in my collection. How cute. And for those of you that don't know, and possibly some replayers may not know, a zine, Z-I-N-E, is a little magazine, and it's to sell. It's supposed to tell a story. I forgot you had your address there. Oh, I might have to clip that out. Isn't it cute? So that's going to go in with my collection. Now let's put this guy back here. So then she dyed this. Green's my favorite color. Isn't that just yummy? So that's probably going to go on a journal that will stay at my house. And then one of my favorite things in the world is cheesecloth. And Jacqueline did some rusting. Correct me if I'm wrong. She's at a meeting, but I think she's got me in her earbud. Look, she did paper clips and stuff when she was rusting and then threw this fabric in. Look how yummy that is. And then look at this. Now she's left it in one piece because she wasn't sure how I might. It's your P.O. box? Okay. She said I could cut this up, or she didn't know how I wanted to use it or might use it, so she left it in, all together. But I don't know. I think I might leave it all together. This might make, just like this, might make a cute journal cover, just like that, And then green is my favorite color, then purple's my second favorite. And purple and green combo is just delicious to me. I feel very spoiled. This was part of a shirt. Look how cool that turned out. Seeing some of the ridges picked up the dye a little darker. Isn't that yummy? And then as we talked about doing different things and different projects, she knows I'm collecting yellow things. I want to make a yellow journal. I might have to just get a box and start putting my yellow stuff in. So this, of course, you can see is a sleeve. But then look at this. I think she said this was a dress or like a little shift or a muumuu or something. Some kind of a little sari outfit. Isn't that beautiful? You girls are spoiling me. Now I know what Murray means when she says you spoil me. Then she sent me some of her rusted goodies that she did. Now let me see. I want to get, maybe I'll open it on this plastic bag. It was a sari chilled. Oh, a dress for a kid. Oh, cool. Look at these. She did a great job rusting. So there's some of those paper clips. And then these, I said there were these pins. Oh, I didn't realize they were different sizes, Jacqueline. Look at that. Or they're real thin. Like the pins that I have are real heavy. And these are much nicer, I think, for journals because they're thinner. And then she has these little discs that she's stitched around. I have a hard time stitching in a circle.
Just two chippies.
What, honey?
Just two chippies. Come on.
chippies out there?
Yeah, she saw them too.
Uh-oh.
You think that in here?
Jenny saw the chipmunk outside.
Come on.
All right, so let's get these back in here. Thank you, Jacqueline. This stuff is just so great. So great. Now here's some more of her dyed stuff. And she has a lot of this stuff on her website, folks, for sale. So you just contact her. Go to her website. Her prices are very reasonable. I have to say they are very reasonable. Cool, right? And the strings get dyed and everything. Little white lunch bag. We've got some purple going on in there and a kind of a gray blue. Cool. I'm going to save this for a little bit later. And these are just some bits that she throws in. Her LifeMate has built her shelves where she can use as drying racks. And she just puts all of her stuff on there. And then some of it, she was telling me yesterday, I'll show you in a minute. But look at these. Junk mail. Junk mail that is no longer junky. Look at this. I was saying to her, I love how this all happens, you know, or like over here, the deep crevices. Cool, right? These are envelopes. Then she stitched on a couple of pages. But this, she was saying, she dips them. These are more bags. She dips them in the coffee, and then she'll go back throughout the day and spritz them with more coffee. And this is how she gets all this the cool markings, like this. Now look at this bag. This looks like a glassine bag, but it's large. We don't have any this size. So the drying racks are glorious, especially with these warmer days, you know. I guess it goes a little quicker for her. But how sweet is that, huh? Now I'm going to use these tags today for sure. These are a heavier weight. Bye, honey.
You want the store shut?
Yeah, maybe.
She just went probably should probably just
Okay,
wait.
she'll be all right. Don't forget to message me, all right? These are a heavier cardstock. So these are super cool. And she just was putting lids down. Like, she's clever with different things that I know, right? Peggy, pure eye candy for sure. She's clever with how she puts stuff on to make different, this one's really cool. Different, really, designs. And then these, oh, see, here's another bag. Then she's got different placemats and I guess laces and things like that that she puts on. But see, then look at this. So this reminded me of Dee Dee, and when she does her, like, what does she call them? When she's doing like her outer space stuff, you know, to me this looks like something galactic. And then you've got like the haze or the jet stream going in front of it. Cool. Another one. And then we always are trying to look and see if, hey, Gail, good morning. How are you? We're trying to look and see, you know, when you look at things, sometimes things really pop out of you. I said, this looks like two Eskimos to me. They're kind of leaning and they got their little woolly head, you know, jackets on with their little hoodie. I mean, the next one is better than the next, you know what I mean? They just keep getting better. And then here's some of the purple and the blue. And I think she's open to custom pieces. So if you have a certain project, look, I'm going to put these all together. Where are those? Yeah. you know, she'll work with you. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I'm misspeaking there. I think she'll work with you. I love it. I love it. So I have had just such a great couple of days receiving all these goodies from two very special ladies to me. Look how she just stitched on a piece. Clever, just clever. This is a pocket. Now, how did I do this before? Oh, yeah, here's the pocket right here. Cool, right? I forgot about this one. I love orange and pink combo. Isn't that sweet? And then she gave me some of her painty papers, which I appreciate because when I do my painty papers, I don't always do both sides. And then when I go to use them, I'm a little disappointed because then I've got to deal with that white side, you know, smacking me in the face. But Jacqueline, who's so very clever, she dipped, after she did her painty papers, she dipped and dyed them. So you've got a nice painty paper side, and then you've got a nice second side for journaling or decorating or however you want to use it as in your signature. So now Mama Lori doesn't have to worry about that. This nail feels like it's coming loose. I had a hard time getting these on today. Not today, the other day. Look at that. Yeah, so I'm going to use some of this stuff today. I said to her I want to pet it and keep it for a while, but she encouraged me to use it. I got to turn my notification things off on my phone, I think. And then when you get a stack of this stuff from her, look how it looks this way. Isn't that yummy? All right, so this is by far my favorite. It's green. I don't know how she does that green. Let me turn my phone off. Kind of keep. Hubby's headed to a doctor appointment, so I might have to take a message. Oh, I forgot to show you the how do they say it? The piece de resistance. Look what she sent me. People, Timmy people. I see people. I see Timmy people. But the thing with these are, like, I have Timmy people, but they're not real flimsy. Well, I just saw a couple. But these are chipboard. Look at the thickness of these. Tim has chipboard words and stuff. They're kind of like that. So I think I squealed when I opened this. This looks like my great niece a little bit. So I want to use some Timmy people. I'm going to put my hot glue gun on and we're going to get started here. So if you'd like to play along, if you can, she sent me kidnapped Timmy people. She said she likes them, but she just doesn't really use them. So she shared them with me. Isn't it glorious? Oh, what a glorious day. All right, let's see what I got going on here in my drawer. So if you'd like to play along, go grab some tags or some cardstock, some glue. You might need a pair of scissors. And then if you have any bits of paper or things that you can, you know, one little critter stuck down in the, oh, there's a couple stuck down in the fold. seen her a few times. Isn't she adorbs? So I want to try to use several different mediums when I work with my tags this morning. Sometimes Jacqueline and I compare ourselves with each other, and we tend to overdo. So I'm going to try not to overdo. Hey, Kel, hi. Kel, can I share what we're doing Tuesday? Good morning, Kimberly. Kellyanne just had a Pampered Chef party, and I think the link is still open till tomorrow. So if you're interested, I didn't think there was much that I would really want. So I went and I looked, and well, I had to control myself. I do love Pampered Chef. So I was able to get a few things, and then I was surprised because I said to my husband, you know, Kel's having a Pampered Chef party, and then she's got a book party, and I said there's a few things I'd like to have, so I'm going to go ahead and order them. And then he said to me, oh, okay. He said, do they still have that measuring cup thing? And I said, oh, what we have in the flour? And he said, no, that sliding one. So actually, one of the things I ordered was something my husband wanted. Well, he does all the cooking. And this particular item is, you can do liquids or like peanut butter or honey. And it's a tube, and it slides, the measuring part slides up and down, and it comes apart, very easy to clean. And you slide that on, and you can measure, you know, your peanut butter, and just hit the bottom of it, pops in your bowl. You just scrape it off with a spatula. Well, we've worn ours out. We have used it so much. So that was a good call on his part. So that got added to the list. So keep that in mind. You can message Kel. She'll give you the link. And just one way we can support Kellyanne. You know, there might be something that you could use. So Kel has invited me to join her on Tuesday evening. She streams generally 2 slots on Tuesday, 7 o'clock. She does, I'm assuming her schedule is the same. It's 7 o'clock Eastern. She does a, what do we call it? A prompt along. Whew, it wasn't coming to me. A prompt along. But she usually does that. I'm assuming she still will do that. And then she shuts down, and then she comes back at 9, and she usually does a special project. A couple weeks ago, she was doing Zen drawings, and we were drawing those. And now she's going to do some dot mandala type project. So I've done a little bit. So where did I put my rock? I've done some on rocks. You could do it on any kind of a surface. This is just a small little one. So we're going to come together, and I'm going to join her at the 9 o'clock hour. And we're going to dot. We're going to dot, and see how we do. All right. So if you can, put that on your calendar so you can join us. That would be fabaroonie. All right, so in here this morning when I came back out to my desk, like I said, we had company last night, so I didn't come back out last night. So this morning I threw a few things in. I've got a stencil. I have a little bit of this acrylic paint. I really like this one. It's called Iced Espresso. And some of my ink and my oxide. I've got a alcohol ink marker. I wanted to see what Peggy said. Peggy said, I have the measuring cup and I have the spoons. Yeah. We had the spoons. I think we lost those in the move, but we definitely use the measuring cup all the time. You never liked the measuring? Oh yeah, we liked it because it's just easier to scoop the stuff out, you know, like like I said, like peanut butter, shortening, honey, that kind of stuff. It's easy to get out. And so I just have a few things here. And then I'm going to use a couple of these tags that Jacqueline sent me. So I'm just going to focus on 3. I want to do them all, but I'm just going to focus on 3, and hopefully I can get those accomplished in the time we have together. So welcome to those of you who've just come in. I hope I didn't miss anyone. I'm expecting Ange to come in. Did Candy pop in? There she is. Hi, Candy. So I'm just popping out the little dot here for these tags. And I'm going to use my Timmy people that she sent me. So I'm going to pick out 3 of them. Let's see what we got. Let's see. These will probably all end up looking very similar. Oh, look at that little cutie. All right. She needs to be sitting on something. No, she's a little too tall. Let's see if we can get a fella. Look for a fella. I hope oh, she's adorable. Let's put her on. I like her. Look at her little smile. Aww. Okay, so there's got to be a fella here. Let's look at this little dude. Let's see, maybe he'll work. Like I said, these are, some of you probably have a lot of these Timmy people, and they're a nice weight, like a cardstock weight, I would say. But these are chipboard weight. And I was thinking a lot of times with the chipboard stuff, I take the thickness off, but I'm going to try to leave the thickness on today. And I pulled out some, I think this is a page from a Sears Roebuck that was already kind of, had some good color on it. I kind of like this word custom. I just ripped it. Silly, silly, silly Lori. Let's see if I can save the day. What was that cartoon? Mighty Mouse to save the day. Something like that. Maybe this little guy can lean on that custom sign. We'll see how that works. So I'm going to put the same components, I think, on each tag. And let's see how different I can make them look. Which is something just the underdog. Mighty Mouse, save the day. That's what's coming into my head. Unfinished wood. Unclaimed freight. So these are just some ideas. Here. Go. It's kind of... If you're watching, especially maybe as a replayer, and you've never seen tags put together or built, you can do all kinds of different stuff. I pulled out a couple of stamps. It's mostly about layering. Now, I'm not ready to glue any of this stuff down because I want to do some stuff on the tag before I start gluing this stuff. So I'm just laying out some stuff that I pulled out this morning, and we'll see how that works. I think I might stitch a little bit too on my tag. Well, let's pull out the piece of, oh no, I think I want to, see, this is my problem. I want to use it, but I don't want to, I don't want to use that one. This is a personal problem. I have too many goodies to choose from, and I don't want to. Let's see if we can use some. Oh, look at that. Look at the back of that one. It's Mighty Mouse. I think that song is Mighty Mouse. I remember Underdog. He was different. He wasn't as buff, if I'm remembering correctly. And I have a little piece of lace I think I pulled out. Now, what I'm going to use my alcohol ink marker for is I'm going to put a little bit of, I hope, a little bit of blush on these cheeks and maybe a little pink on the lips of this little gal. It's very subtle. I'm going to make his tie pink. It's just real light. Let that dry. And then on her, she's got some goodies in her little shopping bag. So I'm going to do that and put a little pink down here on her dress. Just add a little something, something. Underdog, underdog, speed of lightning, roar of thunder, fighting all who rob or plunder. Underdog, underdog. I think I can see underdog in my face, in my head, but I'm not hearing that. Here I come to save the day. Mighty Mouse is on the way. Oh, Mighty Mouse is on the way. Okay. Yes, sir. When there is wrong to right, Mighty Mouse will join the fight. Thanks, Kel. Sometimes things just pop into your head, you know. They just pop. Okay, so my stencil. I pulled out this stencil. And did I pull out my little brush I want to use? I might have put that on my desk. Wait a minute. I'm going to move my yumminess aside so I can get, there it is. So I can get, I don't want to drop any of this because the little poocheroonie will find it before I find it. So I want to be very careful. Okay. All right, so I'm going to take my tags and I'm going to use my Distress Oxide Scorched Timber. This is one of Tim Holtz's newer colors. And I thought it would look good with the grunge we have going on the tag. Did anybody pull out any supplies? Is anybody tagging along? Now these already have such great markings, you know, so I don't want to cover that up. Oh, really? Sweet Polly purebred. Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. Thanks, Brenda. All right, my mouse is kind of, all right, so I'm going to just take my brush and I'm just going to add a little, I think this darker timber is going to show up. Let's just see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's put a little down here. Layering and layering. Gail says she always liked the Underdog show. Cool, 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 in the cool, cool, cool evening. All right, let's see. What do we want to do here? Oh, that kind of already has. All right, let's use this side. And right in where that's already darkened from the tag being dyed, I'm going to add a little detail in there. I hope. Nice. So Ron's cousin and his wife, they just were to Egypt. Oh, no. Oh, Candy. Is he feeling any better now? He's fine. And you're washing pool clothes. Oh, boy. Men are stubborn, that's for sure. Okay, so now this is the little baby's going to go on this way. So I'm going to maybe go all the way across this one. Right about where I think it'll be behind her little noodle. So, I mean, we don't know. Well, I don't know. He knows his cousin, of course, very well. And we've been in their company over the years, but not a lot. And I didn't realize they have done very well for themselves. They have their own company. They work very hard. They work very long hours. And his cousin is a really great guy. He pays all the health insurance for his workers. And he really, I think, would like to retire. But he knows if he sells his business, his girls that work for him, some of them have been working for him for, 30 years. Things will change drastically for them. So he kind of, I think it's like a well-oiled machine. They can take time off. He can, of course, nowadays, work a lot away from his office. But he said things are really changing in the and she has an insurance company. So he's just hanging in there really because he's so concerned about his employees. You don't find that a lot these days. So here she had a lifelong wish to go to Egypt. So she said they've been paying on a trip for a couple of years. And they went, and gosh, they did a lot of things. And they went, of course, other places on this tour that they took. But she was not disappointed. She said it was just fabulous. She said the food was really good. And she said, when you go to any kind of museum or attraction, you go through, you do the tour, you do, whatever you're going to do. And then they take you, as you exit, you seem to always exit through a gift shop. I said, oh, yeah. And she said in Egypt, when you exited, it was an open air market. She said, now they had, traditional stuff there. We could get a snack and a cold drink and stuff like that. She said, but it was so cool to be able to see the open air market. But they went to Dubai for a couple of days. Oh, I loved Rocky and Bullwinkle. My all-time favorite was Roadrunner when I was a kid. So she said, Dubai, everything's brand new. And she said, everybody was so friendly. And they just had a wonderful time. So it was fun talking about their trip. All right, I'm going to put a couple stitches. I have my sewing machine set up. I've got brown thread in. Hey, boo boo. We're showing our age, girls. All right, I'm going to try to do a zigzag here, just a little something, something. Okay, so this is the gal in the center. Oh, it's this side I want. So let's just do a little zigzag down that side. I think my machine's going to go through. This isn't real super heavy cardstock, but it is on the heavier side. See if I've got everything set. That looks right. That looks right. Okay. I don't do so good stitching down the left side. I always forget the stitches coming in the other way. But that looks okay. That looks okay. Let's see. What do we want to do for the little baby? Let's go this way. All right. So how do I? Let's go this way. I'm going to try to do a couple zigzags and then do a straight stitch. And then zigzag again. Just to be clever. All right, so we've got that one. Now this is for the fella. Okay, let's do across the bottom here. Maybe I'll do across the bottom this way. Now, if you have a sewing machine and you've never used it to stitch on paper, I encourage you to do that. It's very satisfying. I think it's very satisfying. Oh, there's Kathy. Hi, Kathy. Good morning. Oh, cool. I'm on TV. I always wanted to be on TV. All right, so just stitched across the bottom on that one. Now I'm trying to think if there's anything. Oh, I know what else I wanted to do. I want to use some of this iced espresso paint. I love this. It's kind of a cool color. And what I pulled out is I have a little jar with all my waxed linen threads in it, and they all came around, wound around this little tube. So I've run out of a couple of colors, but this little tube I thought would make cool impressions on my cards today. So now I'm cutting my threads. I like to leave some of the strings. I don't know if you can see, maybe on the plate. Can you see the little string sticking out? That's not for everybody. Somebody might like to, you know, trim those real close. I probably should put a little glue, maybe. I don't think they'll come undone. I mean, really. So I've shaken, not stirred my paint. Woo! That jumped out. So I'm just going to put a little dollop. And then I'm going to smush it around, I think. I like to do a tester. Let's see, what do I have here? Let's grab a piece of paper. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. All right, so this one's the baby. So let's maybe put 3 little circles there. And this is our little lady in the middle. I like to stay with the, you know, doing odd numbers. So either doing 1, 3, 5, that kind of thing. So I think I'm just going to do 1 on hers. And then for the little fella here, maybe down in this corner. I'm going to do this 3 again. Now somewhere I pulled off a piece of paper toweling, but where did I put it? Don't know. I don't know. I'm just going to wipe off the end of this little tube a little bit because I think I'll be wanting to use that again. And I want a nice circle. I don't want to do a build up. Let's see, what is Candy saying here? Candy enjoys Kathy's company. Kathy's got some good stuff on her channel, Calico Kate. So for any of you that have not visited or checked out her channel, same with Peggy. Peggy's got stuff on her channel too. All right, let's see. I'm going to use my heat tool. Fry that up. Now, for those of you who may just be popping in, I got some Happy Meal, so I'm trying to use some of the goodies I received in Happy Meal. And some of this, now this is a frosted paint. This, what did I say it was? Ice espresso. So it's a little thicker. So I can't really tell if some of that, it still looks kind of wet there. All right, so let's just leave that for a moment and let's have a little look through. This is what Peggy sent me. Darling. Oh, how cute would that be on the babies one? Darling. January. Some of the sayings are cute. Excuse me. Monday, Monday. Can't you rush that day? That's a possibility. I like that. Monday morning. Bugs. Bugs. Goods maker back. I think that's what that says. Oh, look at this. London, August 2nd, 1897. Oh, I like that. You know, you could get tags and do this yourself, right? That's cute too. July 1898. Words. Journal. These are so yummy, Peggy. Thank you again. New York, New York. It's a hell of a town. What is it up? Breeze up and the battery's down. New York, New York. It's a hell of a town. Do. Okay, so sometimes, you know, you like to trim things out and other times you don't. So I'm liking this little frame, this little round frame around Darling. But I'm going to ink that a little bit. And then I'm going to lay these things out and see if it's where I want them to stay. I want to get a piece of cheesecloth that Jacqueline sent me. So I'm thinking Darling might go, maybe just go center. I do like this Monday here, but I think I'll trim this one out just to be different. Oh, they are? Oh, thanks, Peggy. Oh, yeah, Tracy Fox. She's got some good stuff, huh? Oh, thank you. All right, so let me trim this one out a little bit. And then we'll do a little Inka I think I might like this right under the circle. I'm not sure. Maybe there. Hmm. Oh, yeah, I wanted to put this on here too. Now, let's see. Let me get this behind her. Any questions for me? Put them in caps. And hopefully I'll see it and be able to answer. So I think maybe I have mentioned, I don't know, I don't remember. It's been a crazy week again for sure. Our son had gotten another car and then it wasn't right. The guy said he'd make good on it, the guy that sold it to him. But it's been a little bit. They had to order a part and all that jazz. So it finally went into the shop and his fiance's car is down. So anyway, they needed some help. So, I mean, you just can't make this stuff up. He lost his wallet, doesn't have his light. You know, it's just one thing after another. So anyway, we ended up with a rental car, and they've had our car, so they can get to work and whatnot. So supposed to be a 2-day job. It's been a week. Oh, you have twins. Always forget that. Your twins are 44 and your youngest daughter. Wow, you still have a youngin', Brenda. Wow. So we've got to switch cars today. So we have a lot going on again. I'm going to trim this. All right, so I'm thinking this kit, I like that custom thing that I tore. Let's see, where's that at? Here it is. See if I can get a little ink. I always thought somebody in my family would have twins. You know how they say it skips a generation and all that jazz? I don't know. I guess it's not really true. My grandmother had twin brothers. So I was thinking, one of my sisters or I might have it or have twins, but nah, we didn't. And none of our children have either. Do twins run in your family, Brenda? I wonder where our Ange is. Ange is in here. I think that looks cute there. All right, maybe I'll start gluing some of this stuff down. Let's see. Big pause between. Yeah, I guess. She's probably got one in between. That's what my son's fiance has. She has Irish twins. She's got a boy that's 12, and then the next two are, I think, 8 and 9. And they just had birthdays, so I guess they might both be 9 right now until August. And then I think the one turns 10 in August. Okay, so let me get down my little custom sign first. Oh, I wish I knew where my tinkle tape was. I could make more. Well, a piece of tinkle tape would look cool on these, wouldn't it? Let's see. Can I do it? Can I do it? Where do I have the tape? That'll be the, it's always been right up here. I don't know why I have it in my mind to use so much stuff today on these little tags, but oh, there it is. Hold on. Ooh. My drawer is stuck. I got too much stuff stuffed in a little drawer. Let's make some. Let's make some. Because I want to put that down underneath before. Okay, let's see. Where are my, oh, they're in the other. I've got to grab my little, ugh. My little wheelie cart's not wheeling. I wonder if the wheels can lock. I wonder if one of the wheels is. Yeah, that looks like the problem. That looks like the problem. Okay. Nobody cooperates. Okay, let's see. I want something like a latte or a. These are on my. So here we go. Yeah, latte. Latte will be good. Latte. You were pregnant, leaving the hospital. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put a piece of tape down here. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. It's this one's not real clear tape. It kind of has that little bit of a frosty look to it. So let's see if that works. I don't see my real clear tape. If you have the clear cellophane tape, I think that works best, but this might work. We're going to try it anyway because I'm not seeing where I put my, oh, wait a minute. Maybe it's back here. Hold, please. Well, we can do a little, yeah, here we go. Let's do both. All right, so this is like the frosty tape, you know, the 3M Scotch tape or whatever you get to wrap presents with. Oh, this is double-sided. That's not going to work. Well, maybe we won't do a test to see which is better. This should work. And I'm going to just take some alcohol ink. Hey, there she is. Had to take a kid to the dentist. You're a good egg, Angie Brown. And I'm just going to put some on. Now you can smush it around. I wouldn't want to smush it around with my finger because then your finger gets all stained for a couple of days. But I'm going to, I hope, grab a Q-tip and sop up a little bit. Now you lose some product with it. But see, this is nice and dark. And I don't know if you can see the edges are kind of getting cool. But I don't know that I want it that dark. So I'm just going to smush some of it around. And the goal is to make it look like an old piece of tape that you would see on a package or an old book, you know, from years ago. Vintage stuff. And I'm going to use some of this excess here. And of course, this is a little lighter. And that's fine. But now I'm going to take I'm going to try to drip some on. And that's kind of running a little bit. Oh, that's making a cool kind of a pattern. So I'm going to let that dry. I can use my heat tool for sure, but you have to be careful if you're going to use your heat tool. You don't want to melt that because it's, you know, it's cellophane, right? So if you can just give it a few minutes to dry, which we can. All right, so I want to get my stamp on, and then I want to get a little piece of this yummy stuff on here. So let's go ahead and do some of that. Now this is a straight edge, which when I personally use something like that, I like to put it on where I have a straight edge. So I'm going to glue down my piece of book page. Oh, that's nice, Ange. That's always a fun. I forget. I'll have to ask my daughter. I don't remember. She won something off of a Skittles bag or something. You open a Skittles, you know, every once in a while a candy company might have where you open their package and you can be an instant winner or something. Our daughter won, but I forget what she won. I know one of us won tickets to a circus, but that might have been for a color page contest. I think I might have won. I forget what Colleen got. If it was Sesame Play, if it was she won something pretty nice, I think. Oh, I should have stamped on that. I missed an opportunity there. I'm going to put that down there. I'm going to put this here. Try to glue that stuff on straight. I almost did another Shindy rug fabric project today. And I thought, I might be getting tired of that. Might be getting tired of that. Yeah, I have a couple others of these, Ange, but the pin's too big and it doesn't fit in any of my nozzles. You can make this, Ange, if you have some beads. Dracula ran off somewhere. You better find him. That could be dangerous, Peggy. Yeah, stainless steel or you'll get rust. Good point, Peggy. Good point. She might have some, though, because she's a sewer. She might have some. Oh, Brenda, I missed what you said, but it seems like you had some heartache there and tragedy. I'm sorry for that. Okay. Well, maybe it won't be too noticeable because she'll be standing on that. All right, so now I'm thinking I need to dig out my yummy cheesecloth. Now, this is really different than what I have. My cheesecloth that I get at Walmart is a lot more open, and maybe it's I don't know. I've coffee stained mine, but see, she rusted this, so maybe it seems more stable and it's more dense. It's really cool. So let me see if I can tear it. That might cause it to. Oh, look how nice that tears. Oh my God, this is delicious. Oh yeah, I might have to I might have to sleep with this. Oh my goodness. So now I'm thinking if I put a piece of this on, maybe I should put one of those rusted pins, huh? Hmm? But where would I put it? Okay, let's just say. If I put some behind her, I could put it down there. I could double that up. Oh, that's an idea. Okay, now the other thing I wanted to, oh, you know what? I didn't get out any buttons. I was going to put one of these stamps on here. Oh, that's cool, Brenda. Brenda said a local grocery gives you a ticket, and when you check out, they have a $50 giveaway each week. If no one claims, the money rolls over. I've won it once and got $150. Whoa. Bo has won it twice for 150 and 250. People don't go back and claim it. That's amazing. Maybe they're not aware. Maybe they're not aware. All right, I need this back. Oh, I forgot my tape. Maybe I won't put any tape on her. Let's see. We'll do a little like clustery thing at her feet. Now there's some more of you in here than there was earlier, so I'm just going to mention again that Kellyanne Rawson, her channel, on Tuesday evening, she and I are going to be streaming together. I don't want to cover up my green. Maybe I'll see. I get real fiddly about this stuff. I want everything to look a certain way. I kind of want that to go up again. You can't find the stainless steel. They're not cheap, I don't think. I've looked a couple of times, but I don't know that I ever bought any. Not that I recall. Okay, oh, it's sitting right here. I'm looking for my pins. All right, let's see if we get one of these babies off. Ooh, these are so nice. So nice. I might put those in with my bits and bobs. Okay, let's do that. The best way to buy one from someone's sale, Angie. Yeah. I'll flip that down. Maybe this stamp could go in here. I'm packing this heavy. I've got a little bit of our green down there showing. That's cool. And I want to get a piece of my shindy fabric. Oh, I should have pulled that out. Oh, stink. I'm all right. I'm going to have to try to dig that out. So let me glue the rest of her down. I'm going to use my hot glue here for this. So let me get this part glued down. And did I finish my thought when I was talking about Kel? Kel and I are going to stream together. She's invited me on her channel. Tuesday. She comes on at 7 and does the prompt along. And then at 9, she and I are going to do some dotting. Brenda said, what's funny is you have to separate the stub from the ticket and put the ticket stub in the box by the door. They just don't check their numbers. I gotcha. All right. Now we're going to put some hot glue on the back of our little gal here. So let's name her Sal, our gal Sal. Here we go. Come on, Sal. She's got the prettiest little happy face. Okay, here we go. I put her right on the edge. She's right on the edge. All right, now I'm going to trim this. And then do a little ink dink. I'm loving it so far. All right, let me see if I can grab quickly because I'm wanting a certain color. I've got other shindy. Let's see if I can pull one free. That's the ticket. That'll be the ticket. I got one. You might remember one of my shindy rugs that I took apart was all cream colored fabric. And I think that'll work good with this project. Get back in my spot. Oops, want to get the right glasses on. All right, let's see. How are we on time? 11:21. Okay. Now, this is really a light color. Let's see if I can tear it thinner. right now, my wrist, like right here and right in here. I'm sure it's arthritis. Ugh. I think I went years ago and got a cortisone shot. I think I'm due for another one. I think I said before, the first doctor I asked about it, he said, well, what are you doing with your hands? And I told him, well, at that time I was doing a lot of knitting. He said, well, maybe you ought to think about, not doing that. I said, I don't think so. Now, some of the threads, are getting stuck to the, if you can believe it, the little Velcro thing down in there. So now let's just cut a few lengths. Oh, I saw a reel where a girl was doing a quilter's knot this morning. Hey, I never saw that before. That was cool. I'm going to have to try it. Let's see. This probably is not going to be as thick as I want. I might like to have another piece of something. Let's see. Let's tear a little more of this. I like the tops of my tags to be real fluffy. Jacqueline, if you're still listening, honey, this, I'm assuming that this is cheesecloth. I mean, this is so nice. This must be a top grade cheesecloth. So our cousins were telling us last night they were in Switzerland and they just had a couple of hours and they were tired. Our cousin Jeff had gotten a little motion sickness from being in the car, so he wasn't feeling real great. But you were on your own for lunch, and they were finding a place to go sit and relax for a little bit. So they wandered into this restaurant, and they seated them way in the back. And they're looking at the menu, and Jeff said to his wife, I think this might be a Michelin restaurant. Michelin, what do they call it? Michelin 5-star restaurant. And so she got her phone out, and sure enough, that's where they had wandered into. She said, so we had a really good meal. All right, a little hot glue there. A little more here. Now, I've misplaced my tiny attacher. I know, I can't imagine either, but I'll bet you if I went to one like that with my husband, he wouldn't find anything on the menu he'd want to eat. Unfortunately, our cousin Jeff wasn't feeling too great, so I don't think he enjoyed it as much as she did. Okay, so I think we'll call her done. So that's our first little tag. Now let's do this little fella. So I glued down the custom sign. I really like that. All right, so I'm thinking I want him to go here. But see, now I tore this. It's even thinner and even more yummy. So let's do this. I haven't eaten anything today either, Ange. I'm starting to get a little rumbling in my tummy here. All right, I was thinking I want that in the back, but maybe I want it in the front. Let's tie this. Maybe I'll tie it off to the side because he's going to be over there. Oh, how yummy is that? Nothing like admiring your own work. Okay, so a little bit of glue here. Keep that down. There's still room to journal, so that's good. That's cool. And I know I'm going to grab another one of those pins. So let's trim this. And that's moving so I can still see my circles underneath. So Brenda said she had surgery on 2 fingers, palm of her right hand, thumb, carpal tunnel, elbow last year, all right side. My doctor checked the yes box where it asked, was this an injury? And he wrote in crafting in the crafting in the description box. It happens. All right, let's maybe tuck this under. All right, so I'm not liking that straight edge in this particular case. So let's take some of that off. All right, that might look okay there. So I'm going to add a little glue. Am I glue? Am I glue? Okay. I think I feel like putting together a jigsaw puzzle. My friend Joyce that passed away, she loved doing puzzles, and she would often bring them like on a holiday where we would be all getting together for Thanksgiving or Christmas, and we'd start working on a puzzle together. So she had quite a few in her apartment, so I took a few when we were cleaning out her apartment. I think I feel like doing a puzzle. Oh, I scratched my little thing there. Okay. Now, let's see. Let's put the July. Let's scrunch this up a little bit. Oh, I wanted to put some tinkle tape on this. Well, Peggy, you probably know this, but I purchased for my daughter and her family, because they have the same problem, a puzzle storage cloth thing. So, I mean, it's not the best, but it works. You can do your puzzle on top of this cloth, and then you just roll it up and store it, on a shelf. And the next time you want to work on the puzzle, you just unwind it, and it all, like, in theory, stays together, and you just continue. So that was a Christmas gift one year. I should have probably put my tinkle tape on. All right, let's see if I can get this lifted up off of my glass. Yeah, see, that's what you need, kid. We have a kitchen counter that we sit and do our puzzles on. And my husband has a hard time with things being on the counter. Just being honest. Okay, I'm going to tear this because I don't want it that as big as it is. Let's see. I'm going to put it right across here. Definitely should have put that on first. Okay, I want to get out my nifty phone folder that Jacqueline gifted me because it's got this cool bottom. I want to straighten that out. Now, if you make the tinkle tape and you put it on a piece of acetate, you know, sometimes when you pull it off, you lose a lot of the sticky. And if that's the case, just put some glue under it and it'll work good for you. I'm thinking maybe I need to trim that so you can see some of that. I don't know. What do you think? Should I trim these? All right, so I've got my green. I was going to put the stamp on him too. I like that. See, I like that. I like the printing and all on there. So let's grunge this up a little bit. Oh, I'm hearing this noise and I'm wondering what the heck am I hearing? And it's Jenny getting a drink of water out of her. I picked up, I think I had said in one of my hauls, picked up a one of those drinking things where you fill up a big jug and then you pop it in upside down and it just dispenses water as the pet needs it. Because we have a small dish and then it just kind of sits there and sometimes she's out of water and we don't notice. So it's been working out pretty well for her. But when she's drinking and it's reloading, it makes a funny noise. Okay, sneak this behind. See, I didn't think about this before I just thought about putting that cheesecloth around it and I went for it instead of thinking ahead. Okay, Brenda's going to go get something. Yeah, glug, glug, glug. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Did any of you do this that had siblings when you were a kid? My mom would get milk years ago, or my grandmother, really. Those glass milk bottles, you know, the milkman would deliver the milk. We get the glass milk bottles, and they take the cap off and pour us a glass of milk. And my sisters and I fought over the blump blumps. We called them the blump blump blumps because when you poured the milk out at first, it went blump 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 into the glass, and we would fight over who got the blump blumps. Okay. All right, maybe I'll put that over there now since I put that. Okay, so let's put that on. A little bit of glue. And just having a grilled cheese. Oh, it's probably better, Gail, because then there was no fighting. We still talk about it. I don't know why. My mother would be like, "What are you talking about? Why are you doing that? It's all the same milk." Okay. Here we go. Now we need our little fella on there. You remember your milkman, Charlie. I don't remember. Oh, maybe, no. I guess my mom got ours at the grocery store. My grandmother had a milkman and a bond bread man come. I've talked about him before. And I think the bond bread man, I'm pretty sure his name was Don. But I don't remember the milkman's name. Okay, Candy, I hope you get some relief and feel better. Thanks for coming in. It was so nice to see you. You have a good day. Take it easy. All right, we're going to ink this little dude up a little bit. And I got to place him just right so it looks like he's leaning on that sign. Gail said, my aunt and uncle had to have milk delivery. They got a case of quarts of milk every day due to having tension. Oh my goodness, I guess. All right, so his head's going to be on there. Boy, I'm liking this little tag. Okay, let's get the hot glue gun for him. And let's get him on now. Then I got to think about the top of the tag, what I'm going to put in there. I think I would like a little bit of fabric for in his. He's a little, I put him a little off. Well, that doesn't matter, I guess. He's got a little overhang. I would love to have my scissors sharpened. Yeah, that would be great, wouldn't it, Gail? All right, what are you all thinking? Oh, I don't know who that phone call is. Warrington. It's gonna have to go to voicemail. I'll have to call them back. Should I trim these where you can see the custom, or should I leave them like this? We have a place not too far from us, and they have a sign on their window that says that they sharpen knives and scissors. But I was saying to my husband the other day, it probably hold it up closer to the camera. Like trim them a little or just leave them go. And we were saying it's probably cheaper to buy a new pair of scissors than it might be to get them. Gail says to trim. Yeah, I'm leaning towards trimming them. Peggy says to leave it. Okay, Gail says you'd have to cut off too much. I could trim them just a little. Not up as short as I said, so let's do that. Let's do just a little trim. Because some of my scissors don't even cut thread anymore, you know? All right, so that's two of them. Oh no, I have to get a top for him. All right, let's see. I've got some fabric that I stuffed in this bag. And I'm thinking I might like a piece of this. I don't know where. Oh, this smells good. I wonder if I got this from Keisha's. That smells yummy. Brenda said peanut. Oh, she went to get something to eat. Peanut butter and jelly on whole wheat, spicy strawberry. My last spoonful of strawberry and jalapeno peppers. Oh, see, I would try that. I haven't seen that. That sounds good to me. I don't really do a lot of spicy. Oh, it went too thick. Too wide. Too wide. Um, my cousin's wife, Debbie, was telling me a story. She had a friend who was suffering from some dementia, and sadly, she's passed away. But her mom wanted to visit her. She was a friend of hers, I guess, growing up. So she said her and her mom grabbed some Chinese food and they went to see her friend. And she didn't remember Debbie, but her friend remembered Debbie's mom. And she was worried that she didn't have any money to pay for lunch. And Debbie said, "No, this is our treat. We brought lunch for a treat for you, you know." And then the lady said, "Well, this really wasn't what I was looking for. I wanted some kind of fabric that's got a little more stability." She said, "Well, that's okay." She said, "I can't eat your lunch because I ordered lunch here, so I need to eat my lunch that they bring me." And Debbie said, "That's fine. We'll just sit and have some lunch when your lunch comes, you know, have your lunch." And then a little while later, the lady said, God bless her, they bring her lunch and it was a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And she said to Debbie and her mom, "This is where you took me for lunch. You brought me to a place where all they're bringing me for lunch is peanut butter and jelly." She said they laughed. So they had a nice little visit, but sometimes funny things happen, right? Uh, all right, so I'm trying to find a piece of like cotton fabric that I might have sitting near me without having to get up, and I might have to live without it. Might have to just live without it. Let's see. I usually have some bits and bobs and fabric sitting right next to me, but I was trying to clean up. Well, there's some. Oh, this might work. Oh no, that's a whole. Oh no, that's my little doll. I don't want to rip her up. I don't want to tear her up. There's some buttons. This might work. I wasn't thinking greens particularly, but this is the consistency I was thinking I might like to have. Oh, that could go. Piece of twine. This is why we don't throw anything away, right, girls? Your kind of place. Nothing like a good old peanut butter and jelly. My daughter is, gosh, we always were when I grew up, it was white bread. That's all we ate. And then when I had my family and kids, that's what I served, white bread, because that's what I have. I wonder if cooking cheesecloth is different from what you can buy at the fabric store. I don't know. I'm going to ask Jacqueline where she got this. Okay, Kel. I'll chat to you later. Um, all right. The hole in this is kind of thin, small. So I'm not thinking I want to do a loop. I don't know if I can do a loop-de-loop. I might be able to push it through. Let's see. Of course, you know what? Let's make the hole bigger. I don't want it super big, but it could be a little larger, I think. Let's do that. Get my crocodile thingamajig out. This one's a little larger. It just occurred to me. I have a hard time seeing that. That's all dark in there. That's a little better. Okay. Oh, there she is. Hey, Jacqueline, we were just wondering, the cheesecloth that you sent me, did you get that like at a Walmart, or did you go to the fabric store? And do you remember where you bought that? Because it seems a better grade than what I use. We were just curious. Inquiring minds want to know. All right, so I push this through, and then I've got my little loops, my little loopity-doop here. Amazon. Really? Oh, okay. Yeah, put the link if you can figure it out. Put the link in chat. And then, maybe I'll put my affiliate link in later. Yeah, I might have to have some of that. Nice. It's nice. Okay, let's tighten this up. So, Gail, I don't know if you were here when I was talking about, I learned how to do I saw a reel this morning where the lady was showing how to do a quilter's knot. I'm thinking you probably know how to do that. Is that a good knot? Or do you find it doesn't work well? Or is there any pros or cons to a quilter's knot? I never saw it. I've never saw it before. Well, this here's not looking as great as I thought it would, but we're gonna live with it. Oh, got that guy. It's a little shorter than I wanted. I'm trying to pull this. Oh, that's a little better. Arkwright cheesecloth for straining, 100% cotton grade 90 extra fine weave. Cool. Is a quilter's not the kind where you wrap the thread? Yes, exactly. She took her needle, she had threaded it, and she took the long end, laid it up against her needle, wrapped it, she said, at least 3 times, and then she pinched it and pulled her needle through all the way to the bottom, and then she had a knot. I mean, it looked cool. It looked like it would be good, but I thought, oh, well, maybe there's, like, if it's so great, why isn't everybody using it? You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, Gail. All right, that's good to know. All right, cool. Thanks. Okay, so here we go. Gail does a lot of stitching, so I thought she would know. All right, so here's 2. And what time is it? 12 o'clock. All right, so let's get this other little gal cracking here. So we've got our little darling left. And I was thinking I wanted some, let's thin this down. Wanted to get a little bit of this book page on here. Let's get rid of that. Ink. Well, I think my puppy's going to have to go out soon because she's still drinking. She's drinking more water. I didn't. I don't know what journal they might go in. I just don't know. Okay. So let's put, and thank you, Jacqueline, by the way, thank you. Let's put this little bit here. Trying to not get too much glue because I squish it all over. And a little bit on this side. Now I left that up because I want to put a little piece of this green somewhere. Oh, that's a yummy, see, that's a yummy end. So I want to make sure that's sticking out that way. So let's add some glue here. And some on top. That. Now we need some down at this end. And then I was going to put Darling here. See what layering to me is just so fun. And the more layers you seem to put on it, the better it just gets yummier and yummier. So we'll put that there. Now, what do I want to do with this? Let me take some of this off. My problem is I love making everything. Once I get started, I should have probably left some of that brown on, but I didn't. Or didn't do it. She's such a cutie. Okay, so let's get a little bit of, I like that I wrapped the cheesecloth around. I'm going to see if I can get this even thinner, because I'm thinking maybe around the bottom of this one. And then maybe I can dangle something. Okay, so now this is, I mean, see, the stuff I have would never rip this thin. This is so fabulous to me. All right, so let's do tinkle tape before I forget. Let's put a piece of this on here. Let's get that down. Burnish that down pretty good. I think I want to put that there. What's everybody going to have for lunch? Maybe some of you, it's still early. It's lunchtime here. You haven't made a yo-yo in a year? Oh, that's crazy, Ange. Taking a break? All right, let's ink this little sweetie. Wendy's. Oh, you're having Wendy's. I forgot what I asked. You're having Wendy's. Oh, lucky you. I might scoot her off to the side a little bit. All right. Let's see, what else do we have here? Just going to go and wrap this around. Just thinking I want this down a little further. Oop, there's some glue. Brenda's having brunch. All right, this, I think I need to tuck one of these under. Whoop. I think I need to get a better pair of tweezers. My tweezers, oh boy, I'm tough on them. I got these all bent like crazy. Come on, come on. They're so handy though, especially as your fingers get older and less nimble. I might need a button. All right, let's put a little glue to keep this in place. Now I'm looking for something I usually have on my desk. Oh, I need another glue stick. Gail said she'll probably have 2 hard-boiled eggs and some. Oh, that sounds yummy. Ron picked up some eggs. We can't believe the prices of eggs here. I don't know, are they expensive where you all are living? Our eggs are up to, I think he said, like almost $3 a dozen. That seems crazy. You made 18 this morning. Did you use your Instant Pot? I haven't used the Instant Pot yet. He's kind of fighting me a little bit on the Instant Pot. He's got his own technique that he likes to use. So he does it. So I try not to complain. All right, I'm going to punch this hole a little bigger too for this little tag. Lori, ours have never gone down after, oh, we pay just over $3. See, I don't shop. And if I do shop, I grab a couple of things that I want. It's usually not, stuff like eggs. It's like goat cheese and, things that are a little, to my husband, a little on the odd side. Or I'll pick out my own yogurt flavors, that kind of thing. Yes, the Instant Pot eggs for 2 minutes and the rest for 15 minutes. Comes out perfect. Cool. Yeah, I love having hard-boiled eggs because you can throw them in a salad, and I like egg salad sandwich, or if I'm hungry and I'll just want some protein, I'll a lot of times just take a hard-boiled egg. And I remember my boss saying he didn't like them, but when they would go on a trip and they had 5 children, and his wife would pack, a cooler for in the car, she always did hard-boiled eggs. Get a little protein in those children. Look, where I put my tinkle tape, you're hardly going to see it. I should have went the other way. Okay, so what else did I want to put on her? I'm just going to maybe dangle a pin down here. Let's see. Let's see if I can find a little button. Brenda said, I have a $5 Black Friday egg steamer. It only does 5 eggs at a time, and it takes about 7 minutes. I never heard of that. A Black Friday egg steamer, huh? That's a cute little button. Maybe that should go on her. What was I looking for? Oh, my little, Where's that? My little treasure box that I picked up in North Yorkshire. And I keep little, there it is, I see it, little bits and bobs in it. And I think I might have some, oh, maybe I don't. Oh, Phil. I thought I had some reinforcement rings in here. I think I might use that bulb pin though. Maybe not. Oh, stink. I wonder where I put some of those. Because the last time I made them, it was on a stream. And I thought I had made some extra little parties. I also have, maybe there's a little one of these. Maybe I also have these paper beads. Now these I don't have. Bye, Gail. Thanks for coming. Have a good day. Oh, I missed the call from my husband. Okay, this is important, guys. Hubby went to the doctor today. We have a little bit of a concern there. So I'm going to go. He doesn't do what I say. I asked him to text me. So I'm a little nervous about that. So I'm going to give him a quick call. So I'm going to scoot, all right? I'll finish this up and I'll post them on Instagram. But I won't be able to concentrate now that I see that he just tried to call me. Okay? So thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you, Peggy and Jacqueline, for my goodies. And we made some. Oh, there goes the house phone. All right, hold on a minute. Honey, can you hold on 1 second?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let me find my mouse, girls, because I'm just going to skedaddle. All right? So I'll talk to y'all soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye for now.